The name of the game is the pass rush.
Name of the game is the pass rush.
Yeah,
okay.
getting after the quarterback, putting pressure on the quarterback.
Right.
How do you just evaluate it so far?
You know what? It's a process. We're still learning. You know, we got some young guys that are still developing, and so we just got to continue just to work together. With a pass rush, it's got to be a group effort. It can't just be one guy, and so we're really working to really keep those guys keep it in the pocket, and really when it's our turn to go make a play or to win, that's what you got to do.
What's the process like of teaching guys to recognize, obviously if it's 3rd and long, you got to get ready.
That's right.
But what about on 1st and 10?
So we do a lot of tendencies. So, Monday and Tuesday for me is a big run day, okay? But Monday night, Tuesday to today, it's all about pass rush, okay? And it's all about tendencies, tips. I'm teaching them, and I show them a lot of film on, how I tackle sets versus run versus pass. And so when they get out in there, they got to be able to identify, run pass. You can do it just by the sets of the offensive lineman, and that's just becoming a student of the game.
Now, I think Josh was always, we talked about him a lot in the preseason, but have you seen other guys kind of at least be able to push the pocket?
Well, Marquand can push the pocket, no doubt. He's a big, strong guy. I-8 shows some good stuff. Oxidon shows some good stuff. Him at 90. But what we have to understand is these guys are still just redshirt freshmen.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're not playing EKU. You're not playing in the Sun Belt. Like, you're playing the SEC. And so what you got to understand is it's a process. Josh Allen, his first 2-3 years, he wasn't what he was his last 2 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's a process, and that's what people have to understand. Like, we have to, like myself, Coach White, like, we're big on pass rush. Like, we love pass rush, but we understand that it's a process and it's an art, and you got to master the craft. And so what we do is we do show them a lot of NFL film, drills that we're doing, how to do them, why we do them, those type of things. And what we want to do is we want to better them. We want to continue to better them and give them all the tools that they need in their toolbox to be successful when they get out there on Saturdays to whoop that guy in front of them.
What do you like from Ripka in that kind of nose spot?
Ripka, he's got that slippiness to him. He got some things that you can't teach, okay? Kind of like Pascal, that burst, how he can like maneuver his body, to slide by or to slip by an offensive lineman. He's young, he's still getting stronger. He's still working on his body. He's still got to work on being violent in his hands and his movements. So there's things that we're working on every day to help those guys to be the best version of themselves.
Obviously, it is SEC. This isn't SEC this week. So what is your point of emphasis when the level of offensive linemen kind of drops?
So this week, what we got to do is we got to work on the little things, okay? We got to work on the explosion. We got to work on the hand placement. We got to work on the tendencies like we talked about, run pass tendencies, and really attacking your opponent. And so that's really what we're working on this week, because we're going to have a run here the next four games that we're fine-tuning. This game right here is a fine-tune up for this four game stretch that we had. So, this is the one right here where we're talking about, violent movements, if you're running a game or a stunt, communicating the whole nine, everything that you're going to need to be successful these next 4 games. These are the things that we're working on this Saturday.
Well, how did you think the defensive line played overall Saturday?
I just, okay. Not like they did the first game. I think the first half they were really excited. Marquand he was like a kid in the candy store. He had a lot of energy. Sometimes you gotta learn to kind of just relax a little bit, pace yourself, make sure you don't blow it all. The first half. I tell you what, the second half was a lot better. The guys played physical. They played with great eyes and technique, and they got out there. Now that ball's coming out really fast. So we talked about getting our hands up, see if we can't bat some of these balls, because as fast as that ball's getting out of there, you ain't gonna get there. It don't matter if the offensive lineman falls down. That ball's coming out. So, but what we got to do is the little things like getting our hands up, matching the hand and stuff like that to help our DBs and help our linebackers up front.
Talk about like on stunts, the communication between the guys. How's that coming along?
Really good. It's a big emphasis for this week. just the communication part. Because you know what, we got to rush as a group, not as an individual. So, just like in any sport, you know what, you've got to really communicate and rush as a group. And so, man, we got some really good ones. So we got Josh and JJ and Joe and Jay Wright, and then we got young guys like Trayvon and Ox that's coming along, and then you got Big Bully in the middle. So the guys are coming. The guys are coming. We're working it. We're working, and now what happens is what we do out here on the practice field has a transition to the game.